Hey all, and welcome back to the HellfireComms playthrough of Pokémon Scarlet. Today we're going to be getting the second DLC, the Indigo Disc. So, let's head back to Naranja and see if we can't get this quest rolling.
I see you decided to stick with the hair and the shoes from Kitakami.
I'm going to be perfectly honest, I forgot about the shoes.
It's okay, I think it looks funny.
I gotta rep the set.
Admittedly not a fan of the actual clothing, but the shoes I do like at least.
Who do we have here? I know I've seen your face somewhere before. Who were you again? The name's NTom.
Hello, I'm NTom64.
Yes, hello. Oh, that's right, you're NTom. Yes, I know you. Well then, now that you're here, let's get going. Wait, just a moment, Director Serrano.
Are you going to explain anything about who you are and where we're going?
Oh, hello there, Veli. You're as lively as always. Didn't realize you were here. Of course I'm here. As director of this academy, where else would I be? Polishing the pompadour, one would assume.
Your jacket's kind of having trouble there.
I was gonna say, I thought we agreed to meet in my office. Did we? Must have slipped my mind.
That's a running theme with this character.
I thought that as well, so I tried coming in here, and it actually procced this cutscene, so I had to restart the game.
Hopefully you didn't lose too much by having to do that.
No, I always save before I attempt stuff like that. This is Director Serrano of Blueberry Academy.
If you couldn't tell by all of the blue that he's wearing and the blueberry symbol on his tie.
Did I not mention that? One look at our young friend here makes me suspect you indeed failed to clarify that point. Maybe lead with that next time. Jesus, I had a panic attack there. Like, I have multiple legendaries in my box that could have dealt with you in a fraction of a microsecond, but still.
You could level this entire campus.
Yeah, I would make Jiren look like a fucking Cyberman. Oh, that's right, the school trip to Kitakami. NTom met some of my students there, didn't he?
For better or worse.
You're responsible for them, are you? One of them was named Carmine, I believe. She's the one who recommended you. Now that I've got to meet you for myself, yeah, I've got a good feeling about you.
See, at least this makes more sense than us getting randomly selected for the first trip. We were recommended by a person that actually knows us in this case.
I would be thrilled if you went to Blueberry Academy and got to know the students there. But only if you're willing to, of course.
What if we say no and we just end the part here?
Think of it as a chance to further expand upon your treasure hunt. I mean, you've literally done everything else. Like, this region is nothing to you now. Naught but dust betwixt your toes.
Well, there are some new things that show up in Paldea after you complete the Indigo Disc DLC and a few other things. There's a few other things to do. Basically, a bunch of legendaries from older games can pop up around the region.
Right, that we will not be covering.
Yeah, it's a lot of busy work, and it's all stuff that you've probably seen in other playthroughs on HFC already, so whatever.
Are you all ready to kick off your studies abroad at Blueberry Academy? Yes. Great, then let's get going. Wow, someone loved that animation.
I'm pretty sure if he was an inch closer, he would have knocked the glasses right off your face.
The hidden treasure of Area Zero, TM. Look out, Freddy's coming. Part 2, the Indigo Disc.
It's more of a bluish green. That's more teal than indigo, to be honest.
Okay, Mr. Colour Nitpick. Ta-da, we're here! Torchic!
Yeah!
There's a blossom in the background there. Welcome to my grand Blueberry Academy.
Again, Carmine can't swim. Why would you come to a school that is literally on an ocean?
I don't know, lol. Look how blue the place is. I can't tell you how long I spent picking the perfect blueberry colour. I'm colourblind. Is this a bad time to bring this up?
Oh.
I don't know if blue is something colorblind people are affected by. I know red and green are a big one.
I know red is an extremely common one. I had a professor at university who was red colorblind, and he said that red traffic lights looked more orange to him.
Well, I mean, you could just wear a red coat whenever you want to get out of class early. I'm sorry. Or at least that's what I've heard. Yes, right, exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth. Always on point, aren't you, Lacey?
I like this character. She's nice.
Okay, that's one for Blueberry Academy. Do we have a guest today? We do. NTom is here as part of the exchange program. Make him feel welcome, eh? Who got exchanged, exactly? Who is, like, back at the Radar in my place?
Don't think anyone is. I think you're just here visiting this school.
Okay, so Lacey is a second-year student. God, I'm just fascinated by the low frame rate magma in the background, though. You don't need to zoom in on that one. It doesn't need to be a short. Just call me out, why don't you? Actually, I've got an idea. Why don't you explain how things work around here, Lacey? You want me to do it?
This is another running theme with this guy. He's scatterbrained and also pushes all of the work onto everyone else.
Ah, okay. I now have a bead on him.
Kind of makes you wonder how he ended up as the director.
Oh, director. Is... What? I was confused as to whether to make an X-Men reference or a Wakanda Forever reference.
X-Men Forever.
There we go. That decides it. I will take on this task. Excellent. Now then, let's head straight down this bridge into the entrance. On you go. Alright.
I really like the Blueberry Academy. I think it's a really cool design. There's some neat stuff here. It's sort of like a combination of the school building that Naranja has and the wide open area that we'll see shortly.
This is the entrance to Blueberry Academy. Our school puts a great deal of emphasis on the art of Pokémon battling. We hold official matches on this central court right here at the entrance, and any student can freely utilize this court if it's not otherwise in use. I think it's safe to say that you'll be battling more here than in any other school.
They only teach battling here. No one here knows how to spell anything.
Oh no. Director, I need help doing this tax form. I'm sorry, we only do battling here.
They don't even teach that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Oh, the fools. Wild Pokemon sometimes terrestrialize here. Yeah? I guess students also teleport in sometimes as well. Don't think I didn't see that. The terrestrial phenomenon was first discovered in the Paldea region, after all. But we've taken things a step further than you and your Terror Orbs. We've developed some neat tech ourselves, something that lets us control the terrestrial phenomenon on our own turf.
So you just made a fake terrestrialization?
No, not really. So I think it'll be easier to understand how all that works after we go to the lower level. If you could put a little pin in that thought.
By the way, check out his scarf that has a sort of motif of the Honedge and Doublade and Aegislash line. I like his scarf.
Okay. I'm sensing you like Indigo Disc more than Teal Mask so far.
I think that was pretty obvious from the comments that I had made in Discord, but yes, it is true.
I already know about Lacey's familial connection, by the way.
You'll have to reprise me of that one because I don't remember it offhand.
I'm pretty sure she is the adopted daughter of the ground gym leader in Gen 5.
Oh, okay, yeah, I like that guy. I think his name was Clay, which is kind of on the nose.
Here at Blueberry Academy, we tend to go for double battles. Let's give one a try to get to know each other a little better.
We get to check out our new team as well.
Ah, yes, I probably should have showed those at the start, but whatever, I was ready and raring to get into recording.
Hey, we get to see him first in battle. I think this is cooler.
You are challenged by Pokemon trainer Lacey. Alright, plus Biden. How about Ursaluna and Diplin?
Shiny Diplin, the easily flustered because it also came with a mark.
It's sweet.
It just lowers evasiveness for the enemy team, which is honestly not that much of a benefit, but its other ability is not good either, so I went with that one.
I'm gonna Dragon Pulse at Maiden.
Yeah. Don't sleep on these things. They were actually kind of, well, especially because they have fairy type attacks, but they surprised me when I first started this one.
Oh, would you look at that? You go right after those type weaknesses with precision, don't you?
Granted, I also didn't know what was coming, so I didn't know to throw out a ground type. So
of course,
I think you have a better advantage than me because I told you to put Ursaluna in front. Alright, I put leftovers on Eclipse.
You did? We're reloading in real time. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I love Excadrill, probably one of my top 10s. Think I mentioned that previously? It's okay.
One of my favourite ground types for sure. Pulse him. Jesus. Thank you for having mercy. I was not expecting a plus one of mine to have hands.
I told you, man. They surprised me when I first got in here. Oh, and Diplin already leveled up, so we're going to see its evolution right away.
Nice. They can still evolve if they faint, right?
No, I'm pretty sure they don't. So you might want to swap Diplin out if you still want to see the evolution.
Here is our new team.
Once again, lovingly crafted by me.
Indeedy so. Deja vu. Get on the ground, you're not a flying type.
Not levitating either, so that also doesn't make sense. Oh my god, that animation with the giant Ursula.
Raw.
Alright, Lacey, we're gonna steal your moment for a second here.
Yeah, come on, Diplin Evo.
If Diplin levels up while it knows the move Dragon Cheer, which is new for Indigo Disc, it evolves into Hydrapple.
Very cool.
Once again, shiny. Looks like a caramel apple. Teach Fickle Beam over Dragon Pulse because it's just a better version of Dragon Pulse.
Oh my god. Sometimes all the user's head shoots beam in unison, doubling the move's power.
The only difference is that it has less PP, but if you have PP up or PP max, just throw them on that.
Oh, PP.
Metal Gear.
Oh, spectacular. You really are quite skilled. I wish I could have seen you terrestrialize one of your Pokemon, though. I'd love to see how someone from Paldea does it.
We kind of didn't think about that in the battle. It's okay.
Well done to the both of you. You really battled it out Blueberry style. That's not going to catch on. I forgot I had a uniform for you. You'll feel like you fit right in as soon as you're dressing the part.
Here, put this on in front of everyone. We'll watch.
I feel a bit camp, not gonna lie. Like, can I have a hoodie or something?
There are different versions of it, just like the normal uniform. There are different versions for each season.
Ah, okay. Having one of these cards increases the selection available to you in boutiques and hair salons.
Yes, just like the one from Teal Mask, when you go back to Paldea and go to the hair salons and stuff, they'll have new options, which is weird that the card from here affects them, but whatever.
Ah, our world-famous Terrarium. This is probably the most well-known thing about the DLC. You can't ride Karide on here. Sorry, I've been playing Mario & Luigi Brothership, and start functions as an actual start button there. What would it be under?
The candies for PP up. Unless you're looking for the uniform.
I was.
Go ahead and do this while we're here.
Good job I'm paying attention.
It's a good thing you had 3 of them, because 3 is the max you can use. Changing uniform is exit this menu. And this menu. And then right on the D-pad. Or maybe it was left. Yep, right opens the notifications thing. I've been hitting right to do other things. It's okay.
The spring uniform.
It's alright.
The summer uniform. The autumn uniform.
I feel like autumn is the most common that I see people wearing in raids.
This one's not bad. And then we have a tracksuit at the bottom.
I kind of like the tracksuit.
Yeah, I kind of like it as well. I need to change my hair, though.
It's unfortunate. You've got to go back to Paldea to change hair.
Well, I will just remain an onion for the time being. Welcome to Blueberry Academy. You can get to the school facilities using the gates on either side of this desk. Okay, thank you. Why are you even there, then?
I was going to say, she kind of serves no purpose.
An undersea nature park where you can learn about Pokemon as you explore its 4 biomes. God help any fire type if there is a leak at any time.
There's an entire mountainous region, so rock and ground types are screwed too.
Yeah, the children yearn to visit aquariums.
Also, not to mention all the people down here that would also die. Very cool. I love the terrarium.
You impressed? Yeah, it's not bad, I guess.
It's bigger than Kitakami was, but still not as big as Paldea as a whole. I think it's actually just about the perfect size.
We've been able to create a comfortable environment for Pokemon through technology. I designed all this myself, and believe me, it wasn't cheap. Within this dome, there are 4 distinct biomes. Yes, I know, I've played Disney Dreamlight Valley, I know what a biome is. Wait, Savannah? Does Africa exist in Pokeworld?
I guess it must somewhere, we just haven't seen that region.
Oh, no. That was the flickering biome back there, and here, apparently. Each biome's air temperature and humidity levels are regulated with the utmost care.
I don't know how the warm beach biome is right next to the snowy ice biome. I don't know how that works, though.
Look, if Sonic can get away with it, Pokemon can.
I guess.
Which one should we take a look at, Spar?
I don't think this really matters, so just pick one.
Goodness, really? It seems you and I will get along just great then. That's my favourite too. I thought we were selecting a Hogwarts house for a second though.
No. It's just, which one do you think is interesting? There's no Pokemon Center to speak of. It's kind of just that little machine there.
Kind of reminds me of the thing you'd put your Pokeballs in when you get into the Elite Four. The Hall of Fame, rather.
It reminds me of the healing machines in Pokemon Coliseum.
You know, you say Coliseum. I got a vibe of that when I saw Blueberry Academy.
Yeah, well, I mean, the double battles especially.
It's constantly emitting terrestrial energy. That's what allows Pokemon to terrestrialize in the dome.
Okay, so you already know that once you complete this DLC, you unlock proper flying, yes?
Yes.
You can get on top of the big orb and there's items up there.
Hell yeah.
It takes a really long time to fly up there.
Now what was it? I've plumb forgotten. Briar put all of it together, so I'm not certain myself. Someone told me off for assuming that Briar was evil, but I'm sorry, I have been trained to see darkness in every heart.
She really is kind of sus in Teal Mask. She just shows up out of nowhere and is like, man, I'm super interested in this.
Oh, it looks like you're just in time to see a class session too.
Now, I did not do any of the classes here, but I think there are also classes to do, much like there was back in Paldea. I don't know if they're worth showing off. We'll have to figure that out later, I guess.
Oh, we will. But it's such a great opportunity to learn. You can't tell me you don't like studying. 2 hours of studying has effectively rendered me impotent, knowledge-wise.
You look at her phone case, you can tell what kind of type she usually likes.
Fire. I'm gonna assume I picked wrong, though.
Sorry, I was actually distracted by Precious, but no, her type is not fire, it was actually fairy.
Ah, very good.
I was trying to keep Precious from knocking a window down.
Precious is this cat, just in case you think, like, Spar's a big film star. Oh yes, and one other thing, could you open your Pokédex app for me?
Alright, we should probably expand that, yeah. What's that? You've already registered 3 new Pokemon that you can only get here? The Turtwig, Grotle, and Torterra. I can't believe I almost forgot the name of one of my favorite Pokemon.
How could you, Spar? And there he goes.
So the thing about the past starters is you can't find them in the terrarium normally. You've got to do... well, it'll explain a little bit of things later, but basically you could expand the Pokemon that are in the terrarium so that more are available, which includes the starters.
Okay.
And it's just busy work, and I didn't end up doing it. Thank you, Kai, for helping me get all the starters traded over so I can fill my Pokedex.
And now a new adventure begins.
Let's go talk to Perrin again.
Bork? Hey, wait a minute, did I know you from somewhere? That's right. I saw you last week, my old partner. How are you, partner? I mean, NTom.
Hey, she remembered our name at least. Do I know you?
Oh, come on, don't you pull that on me. Wow, the stank eye. You remember your old pal Perrin, right? I can't believe you're actually that heartless. God, the popping is bad here. I never thought I'd bump into you like this. How about I teach you a new pose to celebrate? It's called a middle finger. It's called the bird. Oh, you even managed to evolve that Growlithe I entrusted to you. He looks great. I did it about 5 seconds after you left.
Literally right in front of you, yes. See, I didn't actually know that she commented on that, because I didn't evolve the Growlithe until after this.
What a coincidence. I just started working here. As a photographer, of course. Just what I'd expect.
Yeah, this is actually great. This is like super good PR for them. For the school.
I'm playing it off as banter that I didn't remember her. They say they want snapshots of the terrarium, the students, and all for upcoming marketing stuff, so how about some photos of you? Speaking of photos, I got a hot tip I could let you in on.
But not until you complete more of the Pokédex.
Son of a bitch. How about this? I'll snap some candid shots of you catching tons of Pokemon in the terrarium. Don't you worry, you won't even notice I'm nearby. 200 Pokemon, and I'll give you the hot tip.
And there's 240 in the total Pokédex, plus things that don't actually count towards it, like certain legendaries.
Cool.
So you got a ways to go.
Whew, that's a lot more than it was in Kitakami.
Bigger region. Like, I had to get Kai to help me with the starters and stuff so I could get to the 200. Not even to just finish the rest of it.
I thought that was a Pokemon for a second there. Execute.
Every trainer battle here is a double battle, down to the random people that you'll find just around. I love the spawn in Ursaluna.
I'll switch him out for the water one in a sec.
I love that we're using this thing, though.
Oh, he was so raw, I couldn't know. Execute.
I didn't even go do that quest, or even know about it, really, until after I'd already finished Indigo Disc.
If you touch one of Execute's heads, mistaking it for an egg, the other heads will quickly gather and attack you in a swarm. You ever been beat up by a group of eggs?
Can't say I have.
Execute and Executor have kind of a special place in my heart. Can you guess the reason why, Spar?
You really like eggs?
Swing and a miss, Spar.
I don't know, man.
It's because their premiere episode, or their focused episode in Kanto, was when Charmander evolved.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, this particular area right here, right in front of the entrance, there's actually a lot of Chansey that spawn here, which is great for XP farming.
Yeah, he's a little bit fruity.
After this one, you want to look through the team and I can explain all of the names that I did.
Okay.
Not that most of them aren't obvious, but I just feel like talking about them because I'm proud.
Is this the Gen 5 battle theme?
It might be. This entire academy is in, or at least near, the Unova region.
Moo. Cheeseman has evolved. Alright, we've got Josuke here. Let's look at the summary.
The voice actor for Josuke in Part 4... I can't remember his name right now. I'm mad that I can't remember.
You looking it up?
I'm looking it up right now. Bill Kametz, who unfortunately passed away a few years ago, said that he was going to use Quaxley as a starter in this game and name it Josuke. So I wanted to do that to sort of remember him. He was also a voice character in Persona 5 Royal, because I have to bring that up.
Of course you do. Alright, so we got Aqua Step, Ice Spinner, Brick Make, and Acrobatics.
Pretty nice moveset. It's a strong physical attacker, and Aqua Step, being its signature move, increases speed every time it hits.
Alright, and then we have Hydrapple here.
Hydrapple, named Caramel because of the shiny. You can replace Dragon Cheer with any move that you want now. This thing can actually learn Earth Power, whereas Dipplin could not. So if you find a good a TM to replace it, feel free.
Energy Ball might be cool.
You've already got Giga Drain, so I don't think you need another Grass-type move.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's fine for now.
Then we have Ursaluna, kind of the same as it was last time.
Yep, named Eclipse. I didn't have anything on my own, so I just kind of looked up good names and I found Eclipse. Other options were Calamity, because of the Blood Moon in Breath of the Wild and Calamity Ganon, and Banjo, which I'm surprised you did not go with.
Gaha.
Gold Zengo, named Dorado. Pretty obvious with that one. Just El Dorado and all that.
We got Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, and Flash Cannon.
Pretty simple, good special attacker, good typing, and a really good ability. It is completely immune to all statuses.
Hell yeah. Then we have Armarouge.
Armarouge, named Helios, the Greek god of the sun, I believe. And you might be wondering to yourself why I named a Pokemon after a Greek god when this whole game is taking place in a region based on Spain.
Not really.
So anyway, we have Flamethrower, Expanding Force, Dragon Pulse, and Dark Pulse.
You had that one in your back pocket, didn't you, Spar?
I sure fucking did.
I know a prepared bit when I see one. Naive. Very funny. And then, rounding off our 6, we have Reveroom.
Named Deja Vu, again, pretty obvious reasons. Just really good steel and poison coverage, gonna take out those fairy types with ease.
Reduces the power of super effective attacks that hit the Pokemon. That is a good ability.
Which is especially nice because that thing is 4 times weak to ground.
Level 68, baby. Nah, I'm over here.
This is one of those static terrestrial encounters, fighting type Tauros.
It's been done. And they expect you to be all wowed and whatnot, but no, I see like 10 of these things a day back in Paldea.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's actually just pretty normal.
Oh, fuck. Boo. Don't need to go to the bag, Tom. You can just do that. We live in a brave new world.
See, I went back and started a run of Pokemon X last night, and you can't do that. And I hate it. And it actually made me realize that I think a lot of the reason I like Scarlet and Violet so much is because of the quality of life changes. Because everything is just so simple and easy now.
And that would make sense.
Not that they're not good games anyway, but the quality of life helps a lot.
I also have a soft spot for Tauros, just because, well, Ash caught like 30 of the fuckers, and also he was on Ash's winning Orange League team.
Ah, yes. Love the Orange League.
I do. It is... I don't give a shit if it's not canon, alright? It is a redemption story for Ash and Charizard. Their bond grows over the course of the entire saga, and then just to have Ash win, it's great.
It also has one of my favorite openings for the Pokemon anime.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see. Go Quick Ball.
So if you did want to just move on, I think there's a class that we're trying to get to, which is out in the Terrarium somewhere. But feel free to just go explore, although you'll be required to explore later on anyway.
I'll just catch as I go, don't worry.
Doduo is number 1 in this Pokedex for some reason.
Ironic.
Cameraman?
No matter which Pokemon I pick, I'm getting ass in face. Frame 1.
Ah, critical catch.
That's the way NTom does it, baby!
So if you complete the Pokedex for Kitakami, I believe Jock gives you a charm that... I can't remember which order it is. It either increases the likelihood of getting a mark on a Pokemon, or it increases the chance of getting a critical capture. And then the one for completing the Terrarium Pokedex is the other one that you wouldn't get from that. I forget which order they go in.
I see. I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction. I should probably set something on my map.
I'm pretty sure you're heading to the coastal biome, which is in the northeast.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is, yep.
And now let us party. You are the cuddliest Pokemon I've ever seen.
Wasn't Rhydon like one of the first Pokemon ever designed?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's one of those things where it's like a trick question of what's the first Pokemon. It's like Rhydon, Bulbasaur, Arceus, and Mew and stuff like that.
If you're not coming with me, you don't get to survive.
And it didn't have Sturdy, so it's gone now.
Yeah, you're reading my mind, because I was, one, going to bring up that whole Rhydon thing, and two, I was going to say it should have had Sturdy. Get out of my head, Charles! I have a memory of when my mum and I went to Paris on holiday, and I was playing Pokemon on my Game Boy late at night, and I was fighting Blue, actually, and I was fighting Executor specifically, but then I had to turn the Game Boy off.
Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting it to be a sad story.
I mean, I'm not traumatized by it or anything, it's just a memory that stuck with me.
I mean, if we're talking about random Pokemon memories, the first night that I ever spent in my apartment at university, I couldn't sleep, so I loaded up Heart Gold, and I Wonder Traded, or Request Traded, and got a shiny Crobat.
Neat.
Which I ended up using for the rest of the game.
I personally think my story was bad, but you know.
It was.
I'm sorry, that was mean.
I mean, you're right, it was a better story. I'm not even going to fight you.
Yeah, but you got a shiny in yours. I didn't get dick.
I didn't have to work for the shiny, it was just given to me.
Yeah, well, neither does Tanner. Fucking flaunting it all over socials. That fucker just flew through a rock. Yeah, we can't be bothered to just have it drop on the floor. Just let it float.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that for any Pokemon that's flying. I've never seen any of the Vibrava just land like that, though.
Now it's going to be awkward because I need to get your pre-evolve form.
Oh, there's Trapinch all over this region.
Aha! Surprise!
I think it would have been really funny if you ran into one, but it's right there next to you anyway.
Well, how about them apples?
There's also wild Flygon that you can even find out here.
That's scary. I don't want to run into one of those.
I've talked about some of the Drayano ROM hacks. I think in Renegade Platinum, Flygon has actually changed to be Dragon Bug instead of Dragon Ground.
Yes, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, I think that's just really neat, though.
Yo, Smeargle.
Just a really interesting Pokemon concept that is nothing more than a concept, really.
It needs to be a fairy type.
I think being normal works perfectly for it because it can really be anything, and that's sort of what normal is meant to embody in some cases.
Yes. So when someone tells you you aren't normal because you're counterculture, just look at Smeargle.
Speaking of Drayano hacks, he is very common in those hacks. Does he make a Smeargle that has like the craziest attacks like Arrow Blast or Sacred Fire or stuff like that?
Interesting.
Which, of course, it can't do anything with because its stats are ass, but, you know, it's just funny to walk into a battle against a Smeargle and see, you know, legendary signature moves.
Let's pick up the pace a little.
Go ahead and stop here and heal, I guess, because I think it'll give you a fly point. And the little vending machines off to the left are your shop.
Ah, cool. Goodbye.
Like I said, lots of Chansey. There's the Flygon.
Level 56. What a manlet.
This might not catch.
Damn it! I really wanted it to catch. Ice Spinner. Get iced on.
Yeah. Once again, if you're not coming with us,
then you're against me. And before I run into 10 more on the way. What are you?
that is a Pokemon that is in Paldea. That it's the evolved form of the little dung beetle Pokemon.
Oh, right. Yeah, we didn't run into one of those during the playthrough, but I definitely caught one off camera, obviously, because I completed the Pokédex. But what is this Roblox shit over here?
Yeah, it's a little weird. That's the separation between the biomes, which I guess is how it keeps the temperature regulated.
Ooh, the music changes as well.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Like I said, really like the Terrarium.
Hey.
Just like me, for real, for real.
No, you're too active to be slack off, mate.
I would be slack off if I could.
Well, it's good that you have aspirations. Catching now will help me later.
There's less you gotta do to do the thing for Perrin.
Seriously though, Perrin, 200?
I mean, it's 200 out of 240. That's basically the same ratio as 150 out of 200.
I guess, but still. I should have just said I remembered her. Like, it would have been like, oh, fine, 5 for me.
You get the friend discount.
I thought that was a Pokemon.
No, those are just bushes. It does look like it could be a Pokemon, though.
Yeah, outdoor classes. Oh, NTom. You're a little close. Whisper, whisper. You didn't have any trouble finding the place, did you? Whisper, whisper. Say again? I didn't quite catch that. Did you just say generic excuse? Looks like we have a new face with us today. I'm sure you're all enjoying the tropical climate we've recreated here at the coastal biome.
Very reminiscent of the Alola region, and there's quite a few Alolan regional variants here as well.
Yes, I saw the bird doing the luau or whatever. We call this variation a regional form. And that brings us to today's task. I'd like each of you to catch one of these Pokemon, specifically an Alolan form Pokemon. When you've got one, come and report to me. Now get catching.
Did I ever send you the shiny Alolan Raichu that Kai got for us?
I don't think so, but it's not needed.
Well, if you had it, you could just immediately turn it in for this now.
That's hilarious. And the teacher's like, where did you find that?
Internet.
That is an Alolan Pokemon, but I don't know if that counts.
No, it would want something like Alolan Raichu, Alolan Exeggutor, or something like that.
You got it, mate. Again, these fucking bushes.
They look like they could be a regional form of like Chansey or Blissey, right?
I want a giant egg that is a Chansey's like regional form. The carer has become the caree. Love Disc. Finneon. Fish.
Some funky bass in this music.
Yeah, damn. Go off, son. Dear.
Not quite as impactful as hair.
Yo, he was just chilling under a tree.
Solar Blade is basically a physical version of Solar Beam.
I love Alolan Mog. Do you know what that is backwards?
Snake?
Comnola. Oh? Yeah? Gotcha.
Nice.
Oh, if only all my classes were this easy.
Wish I could have just studied Pokemon in school. I would have done great.
Oh, man.
Although, considering how many things I get wrong in these LPs, maybe not.
Well, it's because you're live. But I guess you would be live there as well, so I don't know why I'm trying to give you an out by saying that.
Well, I think it would also be different if I was actually, you know, studying for tests and stuff, rather than just trying to recall completely from memory.
If, you know, if I was, studying... Sorry, that was like an intrusive thought crept up on me. Hell yeah. Love this line.
Didn't get a chance to use them. Might use them whenever I get around to playing Sun.
I love Toucanon. I called it THD. It's the angriest thing that ever lived. And there's a muck over there. And a fucking loaded Exeggutor behind it.
I was gonna say, I think I see one, yeah.
What the hell are you? Ah, stay away.
Another Grimer.
Tie-dye book. What happens when a hippie gets too happy? Alright, you got hands. Don't worry about it.
I mean, it'll probably survive this now. Almost certainly.
gross.
Stinky.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't expecting you to follow up with it. You... Oh. Shut. Oh, thank you. You almost triggered my PTSD of trying to catch pheasant dipper.
30 minutes of pheasantipity or 2 hours of classes? Which one was worse?
The pheasantipity by far.
Oh, alright.
Because at least there was something different happening.
Yeah, I guess so.
Once I have you, I'll have the entire line. I meant to throw a quick ball. Well, whatever.
Oh, well, that's annoying.
Don't you see me? I haven't done anything yet. That was just to send a message. I'll get you this time. I picked the right Pokemon this time, Tom, you Egypt. Fuck.
Wow.
Thank you for not giving me that. Don't reward sloppy button pressing. Wow, I'm just, like, drunk at the wheel right now. I see you, Grimer, sneaking up behind me. Third time's the charm. I'm so mad at myself. Oh. If after all that, he didn't get it in one, I would have screamed.
Defeat all the Executor here, just like, okay. Scorched Earth. We're done.
Very good. Dum-de-da. Aha!
Pretty sure most people ended up using the other form of Meowstic in their runs because it was the one that was better at attacking.
Ah, right.
They actually made the male one more defensive, for whatever reason.
When in doubt, pull out a dragon. Problem is, I might just kill this thing in one go.
Maybe. Like I said, this thing is more defensive, so it might survive the Giga Drain. Or not. This thing is just kind of too strong now.
Alas. They could be anywhere, any bush. Aloha!
Putting these things right next to the pink bushes is just asking people to run into them without noticing.
You know they did that on purpose. What do you mean I couldn't get away? I'm a Hydra!
You're also really slow, and this thing's kind of fast.
So I'm still a little bit salty about the Executor thing.
Yep, healing station right here.
Heal my Rainbow Dancer, thank you. He is water and fighting to counter Meowscarada's grass and dark. Hello.
Please excuse the giant dinosaur Pokemon.
I caught multiple. I am here to show up everyone. That's one alright. You have without a doubt got yourself an Alolan Muck. This is a dangerous one. Those things that look like fangs and claws are actually crystallized poison. Touch one and it'll afflict you at once. Wait, NTom, you already finished the assignment?
Yeah, they're just like right over there.
So battling isn't your only talent then? You've got a knack for catching Pokemon too. I'm really glad she didn't see the Executor incident. We're all out of time for today, so that'll have to be it for this session.
Oh, so you guys have like 5-minute classes here too?
Man, really? I guess I'm stuck with homework.
Imagine complaining about homework at a Pokemon school.
Really? Oh, I might have to go capture a mythical beast or something. It was easy. My word, so the classes at your academy are even more demanding. Not really, there's like 5-year-olds though. One time, they terrestrialized a Pokemon and asked me to figure out what type it was, and it had a flower on its head. Yo, the BBQs? Interesting.
Yep, so you have to do a certain number of these in order to advance through this story. So it's kind of just do them as you go.
If you can do what's asked of you, you'll earn blueberry points, also called BP. Hello? Anyway, you might be able to use it for club activities in the future too. Anyway, the long and short of it is that you should do BBQs and get yourself BP. Okay.
Yes, this is one of the first times that the right button has a use, unless you are like watching TMs or stuff like that.
Their cafeteria looks exactly the same. Sorry for having to dash, but I must really be off now. Enjoy your time at Blueberry Academy. I will try to, even though I'm superior.